Next year tonight, people who live in the Laurel Meadows neighborhood in Sarasota can finally get back in their homes after 6 days of flooding.
Look at this video here. Action Air 1 shot this over the neighborhood yesterday. You can see the water just covering the roads there in the streets and blocking access to their homes.
But what a difference a day makes, right? We went back to the neighborhood this morning, and this is what it looks like today. There's still water on some parts of the road, but other areas are finally drying out.
ABC Action News reporter J.D. Williams back in that neighborhood tonight, seeing how it looks there on the ground.
When you first walked back in and you saw the damage, the devastation, what emotions filled you?
Well, there's a video on my Facebook to prove it.
Oh my God.
I floated in here literally on a kayak and couldn't get out. I just caved over and cried my eyes out.
This was Kim Gregory's reaction when she entered her Laurel Meadows home Tuesday. On Friday, she returned. No kayak and less tears this time.
If you don't laugh, you cry.
Debbie has left their dream home unrecognizable.
I loved this bedroom and I miss it so much. There's so much space. We have 2 big closets, a nice bathroom, walk-in shower. This was our dream home.
There's damage in every part of her house.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I didn't do this mess. I opened the cabinet and there was so much water, it all just came out at me.
You can see here just how high the water got, lining the walls on the inside and her pool out back.
I literally just put that patio in February, and I had it decorated beautifully with gorgeous plants and furniture I spent a lot of money on back in April. I know, it's just poop. Poop water. I don't know what to call it. It's gross.
Their cars are also gone. See this Corolla? Here's what it looked like earlier this week. Even baby pictures are ruined. The Gregorys are concerned, and for good reason.
We need financial assistance from the government, FEMA, wherever. I personally, and I know a lot of my neighbors feel as though that if the news stops reporting it, they're going to forget us. And we're not going to get the help we need. And we need that help.
I took their concern to State Representative James Buchanan. How is your office working with all of the other elected officials to try to help with relief in that way?
I've been in close contact with our local governmental counterparts in addition to the state level counterparts. Obviously, we've got to get to the bottom of exactly what happened and address that.
I pressed more about the big concern from this neighborhood, that this is not a flood zone, despite the massive amount of standing water. Water that remains nearly a week after the storm. Representative Buchanan says he's working on getting a uniform flood data point statewide.
It's just beginning to get implemented through some of these vulnerability flooding assessments that local governments have started to do. And it's one of those things, in an instance like our community, we've got to get to the bottom of what occurred in terms of if there was any failures on any level.
But for the people like the Gregorys who need help right this instant, here's what Buchanan had to say.
Have her reach out to our office at 941-429-4560.